Bitcoin has taken a 30% dive from the all-time highs. We have seen some very, very volatile price action on Bitcoin. So in this video, I want to be talking about what is going on the charts. There's so much fear in the market right now from the Trump tariffs, from the pump and dumps that we're seeing nearly on a daily basis. We are getting rug pulls from presidents of Argentina, Bybit hacks. All of that stuff is reflecting in the negative sentiment in crypto right now. And that is the reason why the prices have just been plunging every single day for the last couple of months. So there's a lot of fear, a lot of panic in the markets. I want to be going through in this video what I think is going on, what I think can be happening next in the markets, a case for the bulls, a case for the bears, and what my position is currently and what I'm doing in terms of asset allocation in crypto. So without wasting too much time, I want to get right into the video. All right, so guys, what you see here is Bitcoin has had a big price decline. All right, we're looking at almost around a 28% nosedive in the price. It was trading in this range at that time. We were thinking we could get a move higher. However, Bitcoin has broken down here. All right, it's broken down and it found support around $78,000. And a couple of reasons we found some support here. So if you pull a anchored VWAP from the low here, you can see that that has acted as a really nice support here for Bitcoin. And twice you can see now we've got bounces from the anchored VWAP. All right, now as you know, I love volume. So you can see here when the volume completely dissipated here, right? There was no volume on this dip, and that is pretty much the exact low where Bitcoin hit. All right, you can see that right in this dip, that's where Bitcoin found support, because there was no interest in trading beyond this level. All right, you would need a lot of volume to get into this range. So there's no interest. There was no interest from sellers to sell any further than this point here. We had great support. Bulls came in. We pushed higher. All right. Another reason is if you pull fib from the bottom to the top here, we came into the 0.5 around $79,000. All right. So anything considered under the 0.5 is considered a discount. Anything above 0.5 is considered premium. So we are currently at discount. So anything below 0.5 is in a bull, especially in a bull market, is generally a good buying opportunity. All right. So these are some of the reasons why we have bounced from here. Okay. So I want to just talk about what I think is going on, especially in terms of the bearish case. There's a lot of fear, and the reason why there's a lot of fear right now is because the macro looks very uncertain. The macro future looks very uncertain. We are getting a lot of soft prints from the economic data, from consumer sentiment. People are just generally uncertain at the moment with crypto. With the economy, sorry. They're very uncertain because of the tariffs. Markets do not like uncertainty. When there's uncertainty in the markets, that's where investors, they flock to safe havens, and that generally is either gold or US treasuries. So you're seeing treasuries coming down. That's what the US government want to do, because they have to refinance a massive portion of their debt. So they're trying to bring down their 10-year rates, so they can refinance that at a cheaper rate. So right now the dollar is coming down, which should be really helpful for risk assets, but I'm not really seeing that too much in the price action. Okay, Dixie is falling, but we're not really getting a really explosion in markets. I mean, there could be a lag, all right, but generally speaking, still, even though Bitcoin is at $90,000, the sentiment is still bearish, because there's so much PTSD right now, right? There's so much of it. We got this strategic Bitcoin reserve announcement. We pumped, and the next day we just gave all the gains back. We dumped back down. So we're getting a lot of these scam wicks, a lot of news events. We've got one tomorrow. Trump is doing a crypto summit tomorrow. So that, again, we could get a either dump or a pump, either way, depending on what he announces in regards to the strategic reserve. Anyways, the cases for the bears is the reason is the economy. A lot of people have recession fears right now. The 10-year versus 3-month just it uninverted, and now it's inverting. We have seen recession signs like this before. So a recession is on the horizon. So a lot of people are very skeptical of deploying capital into risky assets when there is a macro backdrop of a recession. Okay, so that's one reason why you can make a case that Bitcoin is in a bear market or starting a bear market right now. Okay, if I look at the weekly here, RSI, you can see we had bearish, we had high highs on the price, lower highs on the RSI oscillator. We've got the same thing here, higher highs and lower highs on the oscillator. All right, so that's one technical reason. You could say that this is in a this is the start of a bear market. However, 30% drops in bull markets, we've seen them before, and you could get that. All right, so just because we're 30% down, we've seen many times in Bitcoin bull markets prior to this. We've had 25, 30, even 40. We had a 55% drop here, and we still made a new all-time high. So it's possible that this is just a correction, and we make our move. And sentiment is very bearish, so that is definitely a possibility. Get a lot of people scared. Whales, you can see from the data, the whales are accumulating, so we could get another leg higher. That is still my base case. I think we're still put in another high, and then we get the bear market. All right. Another reason why I'm skeptical here is because of this weekly moving average. This has served. Yeah, this has been very accurate. Okay, for Bitcoin in the past, right? You can see back in 2017, during this bull market, we never touched the 50 weekly moving average. So for me, how people say this is the same as this, there's no resemblance for me here, guys. All right, what is similar? This is not this. This is vertical. That is absolutely vertical, guys. This here is a bull market where we've had so many corrections. 1, 2 prolonged corrections here. This didn't have that. This is 2017 did not have that. Okay, we corrected up, fast corrections in time, right? In time. In price, maybe not, but in time, we got very fast corrections. Never saw the 50 weekly moving average. This is a very bullish market it was in 2017. That is not what is happening here, guys. All right, we've already hit the 50 weekly moving average here once. We did it here. We moved off, just like we've hit it here. We've moved off. We're coming back down towards it. All right. Right now, we're just in the safe zone here. If we come down to it, okay, which we could do this week or next, and we fail to hold, we fail to bounce, all right, we fail to bounce from here, and we start closing candles under the 50 weekly moving average, for me at that point, I would consider a prolonged period of prices going down. For me, that would be a sign of a bear market. So you could get a situation where we get a move like this, we start closing candles under it, okay, 50 comes above the price, we get a back test, and we come straight down. All right, so that is a possible scenario, just like we had back here, guys. All right, we lost it. You can see the price came down, we back tested the 50, and it was goodbye at that point. All right, that was the start of the bear market. So this is it's touch and go at the moment, guys. Okay, we really need to start moving. We really need to start moving. This is a danger zone. This 50 weekly moving average, you can see here, we held it and we moved off. All right, we 3-4 weeks. This was danger zone. 3-4 weeks, because we could not lose this 50 weekly moving average, because if we lose it, that is a sign of weakness, a sign that we could be going into a prolonged bear market. Okay, so that's the case for a bear market. The cases for a bull market is a lot of the indicators are just not suggesting that the top is in. So let me give you an example. Okay, look at the PI indicator, PI cycle top indicator here. All right, let me take off the 50 weekly moving average. So you got the PI cycle top last time here. We've got it also in 2017. We are just nowhere near it right now. Okay, so we could get an explosive blow off top on Bitcoin, would put us around 170, 180, and this starts converging and we get the blow off top that we're all looking for. So that's one reason why I don't think the top is in right now. So that's the cases for a bull market. Okay, we are also, there's talks of the Federal Reserve ending QT. I think QT is going to end probably in May. Okay, I don't think we can, the economy is just too weak for them to keep on doing QE. I think rate cuts are coming as well, because we're getting a lot of soft prints. You could even get a surprise in the March meeting over a 25 basis point rate cut. I would not be surprised. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I would not be surprised that the Fed cuts rates in March. All right, the economy is softening. We've got, Target, Walmart, earnings are not great. Consumer confidence is very low. The fear is very high. Okay, the bond market is acting really weird. So I would not be surprised for a rate cut, or rate cuts coming very soon, and the end of quantitative tightening. Whether that they go back to printing or not, they're going to do some form of QE. Maybe it's not, the traditional QE, but it's going to be some form of QE, because they have to print money, all right, to refinance these debts. So QE is going to come. Money is going to come flooding into this market. Another reason is the global M2. You can see the global M2 has, has like a, 60 or 70 day lag effect. Okay, so this moves 70 days further than Bitcoin, and you can see we are pretty much in the bottom zone now here. Okay, we got this correction in global M2, and now we basically in this region we are bottoming. Okay, so this has made another move higher, and it looks like it's about to take out the all-time highs on the global M2. So Bitcoin should follow. Okay, Bitcoin is very correlated to the global M2 money supply, so this should start reversing here. Maybe I do expect a little bit of consolidation before moving higher. So this is in the balance at the moment. I feel we can go either way here. You need to look at the technicals, you need to look at the macro backdrop, what is going on. Right now, it's still slightly in favor of the bulls. I would say it's slightly in favor of the bulls, but we have to look at the technicals. And right now, the technicals are just about in favor of the bulls. All right. So what we need to do here is we need to get back above where we are. Okay. So we're back into the value area here, right? We're back into it. And we're back testing right now. We are back testing the value area low. I really want this value area low to hold. Losing this is not a good sign. All right, I want to see this hold and start moving higher. We've got a good chance of taking out the scam pump wick here and moving towards the value area high. We could consolidate here for a few days or maybe a week or so. But in terms of bullishness, I really want to see us trading in this 90 zone. If we start trading towards this $80,000, $85,000 range, we start closing a lot of candles in here, that is not a good sign in my opinion. All right, that is not going to be a good sign. We could just, you know, start closing candles here, back test 90 and then start coming down. All right, so that is a possibility that we need to be very, very careful about here, guys. All right, so you want to see Bitcoin ideally trading in this range between value area low and value area high. All right, so that's what we want to see in terms of the bullish case for Bitcoin. So in terms of what you should do, this is not financial advice. Obviously, you know, you're going to have an opinion. Some people are bearish, some people are bullish. I would say most people right now are leaning bearish, which is a good thing, because more people leaning bearish, that means generally speaking, when people are bearish, that's when the market's reverse, and you know, the bears then have to buy a lot higher, trap them, get that, you know, last euphoric leg, and then, you know, that's when the bear market happens. However, if you are bearish and you are looking to get out of this market, I would say a move into, you know, 100,000, 98, 99,000, you would start looking to get out of this market, guys. All right, you start looking to get out of this market, maybe even look for short trades. But if you've been a long-term holder, now you are bearish, that's the area that I'd be looking for in terms of getting out. Maybe even take some off here if you're bearish, right? Yeah, get out the market if you're bearish. However, you're bullish, just like I said, we need to start getting candle closes back inside this range. Also, you know, this downward sloping trend line, we need to really start trading above it. All right, we need to come in and start, you know, breaking this this downward sloping trend line, and then we can start trading within close candles within this range and then move higher. All right, so that's what's happening right now. There's no need to be extremely bearish or bullish here. We just need to let the price show its hands what it wants to do. But if you are bullish, you would be looking for a break of this trend line, some more candle closes within this range for a continuation move to the upside. All right, so that's the technicals, guys. In terms of what I feel is going to happen, I do feel, because of the global M2 money supply and just this extremely bearish sentiment out in the streets, I do think that the market has bottomed here. I do think that bottom is in place. We could come lower, we could come back and retest the 50 moving weekly average. That is a possibility, but personally, I do not want to see Bitcoin down towards that level. All right, that is very it's a slippery slope. All right, you know, that is price action where most people are just undecided. We want to be above the 50 weekly moving average, start trading within value around the $90,000 level, and then I want to see a push into Q2. I do feel Q2 will be a bullish quarter. Maybe after Q2, Q3 will be bearish, and then Q4 I think we can get an end of year rally. So that's my base case. That is my plan for the remainder of 2025. I do think there is a good chance of a US recession towards the end of the year. All right, that's when I think we could get a really big blow off top before the recession. But personally, I do feel Q2 will be bullish. At the end of Q2, I'll be looking to scale out of some positions, especially in altcoins, okay, because those are the riskier parts of the market. So that's my plan. I do feel that Bitcoin is going to follow global M2. However, if the chart shows us something else, then we obviously have to be prepared. Right now, I am still only 50% allocated in this market. I did take off 50% of my allocation in December, so I'm only 50% allocated and 50% cash. I am thinking about deploying some of that cash into altcoins right now, because we are at some really good key levels. We have some good prices on altcoins. And if you want access to my plays, what I'm doing, also we trade stocks. I day trade every single day with you guys. So if you're a day trader, or if you're a swing trader, or if you trade stocks and crypto, come and be a part of our great community. Link in the description. Join our Discord. It's completely free. All right. If you don't want to do that, at least give us a like, a thumbs up, and a subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay safe out there, traders. Peace.